Namaste, my name is Manisha. I'm from Nepal, Bhutanese refugee camp. Right now I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I currently go to School of Architect and Design. My major is a field designer. Basically, I've been doing art since such a young age. I've been into art as long as I remember. I do painting, sculpturing, like anything that include art. And my choosing architect and like field designer is like I wanted to do what I'm good at and like where I can get more money, so I chose field designer. Art for me, when it comes to art, it's basically my comfort zone, my peace, and where I feel so safe every time. And like it's all about when I started doing art back in my country when I was really young without no supplies and anything, like, and now coming here in the US with so much opportunity, so much of colors, big canvases, books and everything. It just inspires me every time to do more of the creative things I have. And like it just like it feels like a dream every time I paint most of my dreams. When I feel very happy, I try to take that out in a canvas and try to show people how happy I am. And if I'm sad, I like to show that too. It's just like most of my emotion, my art style is I do landscaping, I do calligraphy, I make sculptures, I make a lot of different type of arts. Right now my biggest focus in when it comes to art is about mental health. Try to show people through art what I have gone through and try to reach out to people, like if they have gone through same thing, when they see my art they will understand they're not alone. There's more people and I am one of those people, so I like to show people like with my art, like I'm here for you. So the worst thing about being a painter, especially when I was really young back in my country, I really wanted to own my own colors and they were very expensive. So that's one thing that I still carry on with me, because like now I can buy that same thing. Back then I could not afford that, and it just like the worst and the best thing comes in the same place. Sometimes here as well, I will get some big opportunity, but I will have to spend my own money to start doing all of that. So in that moment, sometimes I would not have money because I am a full-time student. So it just hits me a lot when that happens, when I have to like keep myself like, oh, I cannot do this. But then again, when I say best thing is like somehow it turns into my favor. Me being here, it turns into my favor and I get to do what I love to do. I ended up doing a project or stuff like that and people liking it, and whenever like somebody come up to me and says that like, oh, I really did understand your painting, I really did understand what that color that you put in a canvas or the line that in a canvas said, and it makes me feel really happy that like there is somebody who understood what I was trying to do. So that is the best part. My dream in art is try to connect with more people through my creation. Try to at least reach out to people with everything that I do, little emotion and everything else. Being an artist is very broke. It's basically you are spending so much money, but again, it is what I do, it is what I like to do, and where I feel really happy doing it. So in the end, I feel like everything comes out of very perfectly. So I don't have very much of a like doubt about it, but yeah, being broke is very sad. Before college, I would say I was a very naive painter. I paint a lot of natures. I used to paint whatever that made me feel happy. So right now, after college, I do a lot of math, like even in canvases. I try to make sure to put my architect skill in there too. I try to present myself in there a lot, and what I learned in school. I have done a lot of work like that lately. And when it comes to about like dream about art and like what I want to do in future, I would like to open my own architect firm one day, have a little gallery of my own, put a lot of my own stuff, have a lot of merchandise. I love making miniature houses, miniature rooms, little miniature stuff in a boxes. So I want to keep on doing that, where I can use my architect skill, where I can use a lot of my skill in there with my creative side into it. First of all, I would like to show one of my first painting, watercolor painting I did, and I'm very proud of it. This one, I love this picture of me holding my painting. This is the first one I have ever done. And I would like to talk about my acrylic painting over here. So this, I sit back not doing any painting for like a year. I was going through something at that time and I stopped doing all of the things that I enjoyed. After that, one day I had a very good dream about me being in a very like a place like this. It was very flowery, it was very naturey, the things I love, a beautiful sunset. So I woke up one day and just wanted to picture that again. I wanted to feel that peace again. So at that time I painted this. So this is like my favorite, I would say. And the other one I have recently done, I did this last year on December. All of this face has a meaning. This is a crying and crying suffering, I would say, and this is when you try to change yourself. This represents that, and this is when you fake your emotion to people. A blue means happy, but then again I have a dark brown in the back, so this is when you try to fake your happiness. And here is the irritation and the anger and the endless sleepless night. And out here is a mixed emotion with all this color that I have going on, and down here is going back to the same emotion but still trying to get out. I have put all of this like creamy white out here, and down here that I have with the mauve plus, this is like when I did really get out of it, but then again I had all this feeling with it. And this, a little hand trying to ripping out the canvas, is the main concept of all of this. Is just like trying to get out of darkness, trying to find that peace. This is just represents that, just trying to get out of that shadow box and the dark place. So yeah, this is that painting, and I have this that I have done with the clay. This is little my jewelry holder for my rings and my jewelries and stuff like that. So this is like a little mushroom place. It's really cute. I love this, and it holds lots of my jewelries like here and little space. Except art, I would say I love being my cat's mom. I have 3 of them. I love my cats. I love traveling. I love meeting new people. I like trying to experience in a lot of different things. I love food. I cook a lot of food, and even though I don't eat a lot, I love feeding people. And it's just like, I would say right now a lot of thing that I do is about mental health. As I said earlier, I would like to meet people, try to help them, try to get their voices out, as I'm doing with my creativity. I love doing that. Just reading poetry is one of my favorite things. I feel like I heal from it. I have seen a lot of people heal from it, and I do share a lot of my poetries to people as well as that I read about other people. Also, it's one thing that I am is I'm a very spiritual person. I love all the religions, so I practice most of the Hinduism, but also as well as I do worship a Buddhist god, and it's just that's all me. I am in a lot of I'm trying to inspire myself with the thing that I do and try to inspire me. Like I want to make myself feel very proud, and I want to make myself feel very like just I can say, oh, this is me, this is what I have done. So I want to be very proud when I say those kind of things. So all I'm doing right now is just working on my stuff, working on myself, working on all the things that will took me to a better future.